The fundamental qualities of friendships are all about sharing common interests, supporting each other, and taking in what their opinion is while conversing to one another. Friendships are important in our lives because creating inseparable bonds with others are essential as human beings. We constantly need others in order to strive, and without these relationships, we as individuals won't work as productive. We need the motivation and the inspiration, and with friends, we constantly get that. My best friend is Chris, and although I did not meet him at Bell, he has been in my life journey since I was in preschool. And by going to the same preschool, grade school, middle school, and high school, we grew up from just knowing each other to being best friends and having basically both of our families being morphed into one. We grew up playing similar sports, and all the interests I had growing up, he also had. For instance, playing board games, video games, basketball, swimming, card games, baseball, and etc. I know not everyone has a best friend growing up like I had and keeping that friendship to this day, but we have our whole life in order to find those relationships, and being at Bellarmine is a great opportunity to find those relationships naturally. Qualities that I look in all my friends, and especially Chris, would be being honest, trusting, and outgoing. All my friends, whether it is a mutual good or a best friend, I look for is how honest they are. Not only toward me, but to everyone. No one wants a friend that lies to others, and especially you, so honesty is a huge quality that I take accountable for my friendships. Being able to trust someone also comes hand in hand with being honest and having a sense of responsibility of your own actions within a friendship. The last quality that I look for in a friendship is outgoing. Always having a positive mindset and being supportive is such a great motivator, and friends that obtain this quality are usually my closest friends. My friendships have not changed too bad the last 4 years. Still having relationships with the girls at my middle school, and also having 11 of the 13 guys in my class going to Bellarmine really cut me in the loop from all my middle school friends. Seeing them around campus and seeing the majority of them through social events or just hang out with them once in a while has been a good way to keep in touch. Another great way that my middle school friends that kept in touch is from just meeting once in a while at Los Gatos Cafe to catch up, and it's a great way to share our different high school experiences. The relationship between my parents throughout high school has had its highs and lows, but it has grown tremendously because of the way Bellarmine has changed the way I react and converse with people, and I would be so much different if it was any other school. Ever since I've been in high school, expectations went to a totally higher level, and it's been difficult the last couple years for me. Although I know they push me to my very best, they've definitely contributed to the stress and anxiety. But as time flies, and the goals I have accomplished in high school had its awards, and being able to make myself happy, I realize the push my parents that have always done in my past has made me a better person and student to this day. In high school, I have been blessed to go on immersion trips and experiences that I would never have experienced without my parents' support. It's all because I care for them and they care for me. So in high school, my relationship with my parents has changed, but more for the better since I've entered Bell. The one thing that helps me maintain a healthy relationship with my parents is doing things and take action with chores before I'm told and finish my schoolwork, before I do things that I love to do, like hanging out with friends or watching TV and etc. Being at Bellarmine has a ton of great perks, with one of them being able to create such strong relationships with your teachers. Through my years being a Bell, I'm telling you now to start those relationships. It won't hurt, and it will just expand your well-being across campus. Teachers always have their doors open, and just walking to a class or on campus, don't be afraid to say hello to a teacher and ask how they're doing, because they're under a lot of stress and anxiety too, and sometimes we as students don't pay attention to that a lot of the time. Teachers at Bell all across the board want you to succeed whether you know it or not. They want you to put that work and effort into their classes, and if you're having difficulty or just want to chat, shoot them an email. They are not strangers, and they all want to help and talk to you. Wyatt Bellarmine, Jeremy Lohman, Tyler Hansbrough, Ache have always had their doors open for me personally, and it makes a difference with my career at Bell. Having teachers I converse with often. To this day, I TA for Mr. Lum, and after finishing grading all of his quizzes, we always talk about the best movies out and just talk about anything and everything in our lives, and it's just a great time. The other day, he showed me his Star Trek collection and him owning every single episode of each season and series. Although I am not a fan of Star Trek, he knows that we're good friends and he's not just another teacher of mine. While at Bell, there are relationships that get damaged, but with all the damage comes new opportunities to fix it. People will get their feelings hurt, and people may or may not have grudges toward you. But at the end of the day, if you are a real friend and or care about the relationship, you will try to make it better rather than worse. Personally, I don't recall any damaged relationships with my close friends, but there have been mutual friends in the past in which we stopped talking, but whenever I see the guys are on campus now, it seems like we're friends with the body language we pose toward each other, and we just say hi. So, this is my talk. Thank you.